Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're talking about Potato Chip Rock via Mount Woodson Trail. I've done this one a few times. It has been a while, but I waited until fall kicked in. It was like high 60s, mid 70s at its highest. Cloudy day, absolutely perfect for this type of hike, or the other one in Poway, Iron Mountain. Now before I jump into the trail details, it is worth noting, some of you will recognize, didn't you already cover this hike? And I covered the opposite or the east side of this trail, which is Woodson Mountain and Potato Chip Rock via Highway 67. There's two key things here that I want to talk about before I jump into the trail details. If you consider yourself more of a photographer like me, so you want to shoot sunrise, sunset, the Highway 67 is the way to go. 2 miles, 1,200 feet, it's a lot, it's steep, but you can get up there, if you're in good shape, 45 minutes or less. Even an hour. It's very easy to climb up, shoot the sunset, shoot the sunrise, come back down, get to your car, go home. If you want to enjoy more of a hike and challenge yourself a bit, Potato Chip Rock via Mount Woodson Trail is 2,100 feet and it's 7.3 miles. So compare the differences, depending on your goals, choose the right trail to get to the top. With that said, let's jump into those trail details. Potato Chip Rock via Mount Woodson Trail is a 7.3 mile heavily trafficked out and back trail located in Poway. Features a lake and is rated as moderate. The trail is primarily used for hiking and is accessible year-round. Dogs are also able to use this trail but must be kept on leash. 7.3 miles is correct, 2,100 feet elevation, also correct. Route type is an out and back. Dogs on leash, it is a bit rocky, but it's not that bad. Let's quickly talk about how to get here and what you need to know. Very easy, so you see a Mount Woodson trailhead here on Google Maps. It is on Lake Poway. If you go during a weekend or a holiday, it's $10. If you're a Poway resident, it's always free. But if you're not, remember, weekends and holidays, it's 10 bucks. Keep that in mind. Now, trail details. I don't consider this a very difficult hike because it has a lot of like mini switchbacks towards the second half of this hike. And that really makes it easier than having to climb up. Yeah, there are some parts that are a bit rockier, and I would actually say that some sections of this going down are more difficult. Your quads are on fire because you're stopping yourself from falling. So your thighs will start to burn more for that reason. So I would definitely put this on the intermediate hike, but I wouldn't say any of this is like really difficult. So let's talk about the trail. I'm gonna split this in two sections. The first half here all the way up to this number 2, and then the later part up to the top. First half is pretty easy. You walk around the trail. There's a lot of porta potties here, even around the lake, trash cans. So make sure you practice your leave no trace principles, pack it in, pack it out, all the good stuff. And then once you start to turn on here, this section is difficult in that it's uphill, but I find it worse going downhill. It's got the small gravel, so you can kind of slide a little bit. Going up, yeah, I get your heart rate going, but going down to me, is a bit more difficult. Now, this is probably the only hike I'll ever recommend this, at least for now on. Going down on this path, very much if you have hiking poles, I recommend using them, specifically for this area here. When you get to the number 2, there is a nice rest stop, there's some benches, good place to grab some water, eat your snack. I flew my drone, that's where you saw the earlier drone footage. Perfect spot to rest. And then from here, it starts to just kind of go up a little bit, and then this is where you start to see a lot of these little mini left, right, left, these mini switchbacks all the way to the top. This hike around summertime, I would not recommend. There's not a lot of shade and it gets really hot. That's when I've done it before and it's just not enjoyable. Fall through spring is really the most ideal, specifically for these hikes in Poway. When you get to the top, you can choose to stop at 5, which is where the potato chip is. If you go during the weekend, there will be a line. There's always a line. If you go during the weekday, even for sunrise or sunset, you probably won't see a line. But keep in mind, you would have to keep going a little bit more to get to the actual Mount Woodson summit. It doesn't quite stop at Potato Chip if you really care about getting to the exact spot. I'll leave this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the trail guide, and I'll see you guys next week.